where there's this guy who wanted us to give him the gear because he had cancer, which I thought was equally stupid. I think that not giving him the gear because he might die from cancer, that's a little bit too morbid for me personally. Now I understand, you know, tough decisions sometimes have to be made, but it's not something that I would really want to get involved with. In my opinion, I'd just give him the gear if he shows up and he does the raids. You know what I mean? It's not South Park. Yeah, that's the way it goes. The Make-A-Wish thing. Well, no. Yeah, that's basically... The guy was like, yeah, I have, like, some disease, and he wanted, like, some piece of gear or something like that. And, like, the raid didn't know what to do. And I had to be the one to tell him, like, yeah, fuck you, dude. Like, that's too bad. And then it turned out he was faking the whole thing, which is, like, not a big surprise. You know, how many... He's basically doing a GoFundMe, but instead of it's GoFundMe, it's Go Gear Me. I didn't really give much of a fuck about it, but, like, the fact is, like, yeah, people obviously try to pull scams and shit like that all the time. But, I think just treating everybody the same is probably the best way to handle things and the smartest way to do it, and it's also the cleanest as well. You just give everybody the, guys, I need the next Mage Blade. He's got, oh man, he's got Ligma? Damn, dude, Loy's got Ligma. We've got to give him the next Mage Blade, I guess. That's the way it goes. Emily only faked cancer once. Only once so far. I'll wait for this guy to pat around and kill him. But yeah, it's like, I mean, the guy that fucking, I mean, any sort of like a charity online or anything like that, I think that people need to have a healthy dose of skepticism about it. And it doesn't mean that, like, you just assume everybody that's fucking, you know, putting anything online is immediately trying to cheat you and steal your fucking money. But at the same time, I think that being skeptical and not just taking everybody at face value for what they're saying is really important, you know? It certainly is. The sound is loud. What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. There we go. Should be better. What, do you have double weapon buffs so you won't get Wind Fury? Yeah, I don't want Wind Fury. It doesn't help me at all. Giving them gear for future endeavors. Holy hell, you're giving them gear for the way they play right there and then. So if they're worthy, then be it. Well, the thing is, it depends on, like, the way that you look at gear, right? To me personally, I look at gear as kind of being a reward from raiding. The fact is that, like, nobody needs any gear to do these raids. Like, so just get out the idea that, like, you need to make sure that somebody's geared enough to do Molten Core. Just get that idea out of your head, because it's not, it doesn't exist. Like, it's an easy raid, you can clear it in greens, it doesn't matter. So the gear is effectively a reward from raiding. So it's basically like how to make a person feel good and make them feel special about what they're doing and what they're putting, what they're putting into the guild. And from my perspective, I think that's what really matters the most, rather than just, you know, trying to get your MC clear times a little bit faster. Like, I never really cared about that as much as other people did. I like to go in there and do the raid and just kind of enjoy it and have fun. Now, as time goes on, whenever BWL comes out, etc., I'm probably going to have a different perspective on it. I'm probably going to want to clear MC much faster than we're doing right now. But now it's the main raid of the game right now, and, like, who gives a fuck, man? My whole server is roasting this guild, asking them where they should forward their medical history before they apply. Oh my god. I had an old guild master. This is before I was in the guild. It's just a legend of the guild. Is that there was this girl that didn't show up for a long time, and she came back, and for some reason people found out that she had gained weight from you know, while she was gone. She was gone for like a couple of weeks, or, you know, whatever, like a couple of months, and she comes back to the game, and they find out that she has gotten she gained a bunch of weight, and she said that, like, her dad died. And I remember, like, our raid leader said to her, he's like, your dad dying is no excuse for you getting fat. And, like, whenever I hear stories like yours, it's like, I mean, this is classic WoW. This is the game. And so it reminds me a lot of that. I'm used to hearing stuff like that all the time. That's true. Praise and knowledge. Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter, right? Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll do that, Malin. Guild control, raider. There we go. Okay. Alright, it's done. Let me get this guy around here. Not his fault. That's not awfully fucking Spurks. He's right. Well, it's not about, like, being right. Like, obviously it's being right. But there's a certain amount of, like, kind of It's like, yeah, it's not an excuse to get fat, but like, you don't say that though. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to say it. It's just one of those things, man. It's just one of those things. Human decency? I don't know about decency. It's like, it's just being polite. Yeah, it's about being polite. That's really the best way to put it. Okay, getting this guy down. All right, let's see, death rolling today. Well, so what you mean by death rolling, of course, you mean investing. Gold investments. I've done a number of gold investments today. I've made, how much money have I made today? Probably like 300-400 gold. And I'm doing pretty goddamn well. When we put on Santa hat? I don't know about Santa hat. I am so glad I didn't pull that fucking pack. I hate doing this pull. So, wait, oh no. Wait, Mad and Crazy in my raid said, my hamster died. Can I get the Eye of Sulphurus? Oh no. I think we're gonna have to give him the legendary now. Wow. I hope she left the guild immediately after he said that. I don't remember, actually. She might have stayed. I mean, it was a pretty good guild. I mean, you don't find a good guild like that every day. But I don't remember. I genuinely have forgotten. It's been so long. Okay, I'll go pull this guy, and we'll do the Core Hound afterwards. I don't want to deal with, like, pulling a Core Hound and doing all the other weird shit. Okay, yeah, it was a pretty good guild. Got him. Perfect. Death roll on MC gear. It's going to be so fun. Bro, if I have to death roll on MC gear, like... Actually, you know what? Maybe we could do something like that. That'd be interesting. I'm thinking about that. Like, imagine a death roll on fucking, like, on, like, Spinal Reaper or something. Holy fuck, that'd be insane. I don't know if I'd do that or not. I haven't decided. I'll think about it, though. I definitely will. Considering a guild-wide boycott against the raid leader? What do you mean? I thought that shit was hilarious. Like, everybody in the raid laughed at her. Yeah, why would mean a guild raid boycott? Like, what is this, Twitter? There's not boycotts. Like, they thought that shit was funny. Sim Small thing? Well, the guy's a dick, right? I mean, but he did... There's a reason why we started first guild. There's a lot of reasons with him. When was the last time you ninja'd something? Ask Reddit. It probably was yesterday. What's up your shirt sleeve? Rats ate my shirt sleeve. They ate part of the shirt. And so I've just kind of got to deal with it now. Okay, here we go. How are you going to explain to McConnell that you had to give Palladini the eye because he didn't show up to raid today? I'm pretty sure if I gave Palladini... if I gave Dakina the Eye of Sulphurus, man... I think that'd be, that'd be funny. Okay, let me say it too. That'd be funny. How many assholes raiders if they're fucking good at it? Yeah, I mean, like, as long as somebody's asshole behavior doesn't actually put the raid at risk, then I don't know. I'd be okay with it, right? I mean, as long as they're not like really just like rude for no reason. It matters, like, basically, people will put up with you being an asshole if you're good at what you're doing. That's what I've always learned about, it's like, this is this is Asmongold life advice, okay? If you're good at your job, you don't need to do this. Or actually, if you're not an asshole, you don't need to do this. But whenever you are an asshole, you have to be extra good at your job. Why is that? Because what ends up happening is that people who are not extra good at their job, they will end up stopping, there'll be a point where you do something wrong. And you being an asshole will, in one way or another, be a factor in which you're going to be, you know, kept in the company or not. So my best advice is try not to be a complete piece of shit. And if you are, work extra hard so they think twice before they fire you. That's basically it. Yeah, just, like, have a lot of responsibilities, and they will not fire you quite as quickly. That's it. Where's Aaron? Aaron signed his life away to another raiding team whenever that raiding team gave him both bindings in the same raid. He's always going to raid with them from now on. That's what happened. What does your cum taste like? I don't know. Ask your mom. And Twitch doesn't think once before banning you. No, they do. Like, they're... The thing is, like, the moderation team on Twitch is not...